When I wanted to design this furniture, right, we were given a really wide topic. We were asked to design something that has a Malaysian flavor, something that represents Malaysia, has the colors of Malaysia. So I went back to think about what meant most to me, my love of food. I love eating. And then when I think of food, right, a lot of times it goes back to family. So what my parents would do, they would usually go out and tapao food, take away, and bring them home, and then we'll eat at home. So the tool that we used was this one. You can see the tiffin carrier. This is really useful. When we tapao different dishes. You can store different dishes in each compartment. So it hit me that time. This is how I wanted my design to be, what I wanted my design to be about. It may seem really far from the idea of furniture, but somehow I think I managed to bring the essence of it out when I created this piece. It has many compartments, so you can store many different things. Today when I saw it, right, I was really impressed, and I didn't expect it to turn out as beautiful as it looks right now. I am very pleased with what the manufacturer has managed to achieve, and I'm really happy. Yes, they are very helpful. They have been really supportive, and then they also offered me a lot of suggestions. I think I may stand a chance of winning.
This year is our third time for OAC Furniture. We support for the student design, which organized by MIFF. This FDC project, which we find that is more and more improvement, and more young design students participate. Actually, from our past few discussions with the designer and our team, we are worried about the material and the workmanship. At the end, we overcome by select the right material which can be industrialized, and the product itself is very stable, is presentable. I like it very much. For Stephanie, the first time I meet her, I know that she is a very detailed people with very good talent, and she told me what is the idea and the future people lifestyle which she want to deliver to the market. So I really impressed with what the idea she deliver. So I asked my team to try the best to working together in order to come out the best prototype for her.
I'm the top 14th semi-final for the last MIFF competition, and yeah, I'm very glad that this year I have been selected to be the top 10 finalist. The ketupat concept that I bring actually represent the culture and identity of Malaysia, which is suited to this competition theme. The concept of overlapping represent the various races in Malaysia unite together as an entity. For me, this competition is very meaningful for me because I can learn a lot of things and knowledge through this competition, which I can't learn from my school. About the construction part, actually I proposed to using the palm oil veneer and bend it according to the shape I want. But unfortunately, they can't find the mold and bend it. So they're using the joining part method to join the two pieces of the wood and get the shape that I want.
在制作过程里面是没有碰到太大的问题的，只是在产品方面呢需要精准啦，然后在 handling 的过程里面要注意一些工人的搬运方面，这样的话就产品就不会出现问题了。我对参赛者艾芳的印象呢是很不错，他人很有礼貌，而且虽然是文静一点，但是还有创意的人呢。
My lecturer encouraged me to join this competition because he wanted us to gain more experiences on this field so that I can learn more and boost up my confidence to speak in the public. My design concept for the gendang stove is more on a minimalist, which is related to the less is more concept. The 3 legs of the stove is actually intimating the 3 different races, which are Chinese, Malay and Indian, forming a strong bond and connectivity among each other to achieve harmony and integrity of our country, at the same time supporting the country to develop and grow.
今天参赛者的人还是蛮 friendly 一下的啦，而且也很和谐啊，而且设计的产品也蛮不错一下我们有遇到其实是蛮多难题啊，比如说在那个结构方面，因为我们没有做过那样子的结构嘛，所以我们是请教其他工厂或者是上网找答案，或者是请教一些朋友。再来就是材料因为这个是藤嘛。我们工厂主要是做实木比较多，所以在寻找材料方面也是蛮困难一下的啦。
My manufacturer is actually very responsible, and they are really good in making furniture. They brought me walk around the factory and the showroom, and they told us about the manufacturing process, everything, and show me what's material used, and definitely gain a lot of knowledge during these sessions of meeting. I never expected too high on this because I understand the manufacturing cost for a single piece of furniture is very high. But I believe my manufacturer and me will definitely helping each other to create something eye-catching and unique.
My lecturer asked the whole class to join. It was actually in my final semester. There's this subject called furniture design, and we just took the project brief from MIFF, which is to design a furniture that's according to Malaysian lifestyle, and the whole class submitted an entry. That's why, yeah. And with interior design, what I did is actually like a stepping stone for me to what I want to do in the future as a designer only. Yeah.
其实讲起来也好笑，我去到的时候基本上都写到七七八八的了，所以剩下那几个就其实不过也讲真，也是这个产品是比较适合我们的的这个工厂所做的，因为它是用 board 嘛，基本上所以是比较适合我们咯。它的设计的那个 sense OK 蛮不错的，尤其是它比较注重在 simple and stylish 上。
Today meeting was actually very productive because I get to finally see my product in real life scale, and as well as the workmanship was really good. Like it's really nice to actually touch it, and everything was so clean and cut just as what I want. They are both very friendly people, as in whatever I want, like whatever color that I want, they would just try to make it up for me. Like this wasn't actually the exact color that I wanted, but this is the sample they made up. So they actually took the initiative and effort to actually keep changing the color for me to suit my design. Yeah, it's really good. This design was actually for my furniture design subject. So once I got shortlisted, I was very shocked and very glad at the same time because it was my first time to join a furniture competition and I got to the top finalists. Yeah.
The person who influenced me the most is actually my brother because he also quite a talented person in art. I also influenced a lot from my parents because my dad is a carpenter and every time he will draw some cabinet and show us, and then we will like draw our own and ask my dad to build this for us since young. Actually, when I get the call from the MIFF about being shortlisted in this competition, I was quite shocked because that time and having a vacation with my friends. So they all like very excited.
Initial design, I think we try to, because of we face some problem in those joinery parts. So I think I have suggested to the participants that why not we use wood as a replacement to the rattans. So after that, I think it looks quite nice with the wood parts as well, and we solve the problem as well. Wai is quite a firm designer. She knows exactly what she wants.
Today is actually quite interesting because this is my first time to see my prototype on paint, on color. So it's still not the exactly color I want, but will spray more layer to get it more shiny. My design is inspired from the Chinese lantern, the traditional Chinese lantern, especially people use during celebration and festival. In my design, I want to emphasize the reunion among Chinese family and friends. Biggest problem in making this stool is actually to get the bending radius, because the process is quite hard. It's not easy to bend this wood. He is actually a very nice guy because along the way he do help me a lot, like give me a lot of guidance and advice on how to finish this thing, and also will correct me when I have something wrong.
This is our minor project, so we need to transform traditional elements into contemporary shape. So I chose Congkak. It is a Malay traditional game. It's very famous, and the main element of Congkak lies in 7 holes, small holes in each row, and then 2 big holes at each right and left. So I tried to portray the elements of the Congkak into my seats.
他给我的感觉是说蛮 friendly 的，因为我在跟他讲的一些过程，跟他解释，他都蛮愿意接受的，蛮 OK 的一个 designer。他的那个圈呢，他的那铁圈呢，因为讲真，这个铁圈如果给一般大厂的铁厂它 OK 的，因为它有machine熬嘛。可是大厂基本上都不理我们了，因为它本身已经有很多东西做，所以我们是找那个人工去打它的圈出来的，是一个一个打出来的。
Now I feel very relieved after I mirrored the manufacturer about the design. I already know the problem they have faced. So now already have been settled. So I am satisfied with the job. So I hope they will turn out the prototype better.
I've been always drawing on my own. And on the age of about 18, I started going to a real art class, and from there on, I think that's where I got my passion for art, and that's why I think I took art after that in USM, and from there on, I think I started liking furniture and product design. That's why I got and also my mom, I think she's my biggest inspiration because she's in the interior line, and I follow her to a lot of clients and stuff. Really, my design was from a gendang, Malay gendang, and also a gasing. The gendang was the base because it represented unity of the Malaysians as a whole, and also the legs itself, it was actually three legs to represent 3 different races in Malaysia, which is Chinese, Malay and Indian. So it actually represented the harmonious relationship of 3 races in one country towards one Malaysian goal.
Any products, and we are attracted by her products because it looks simple, nice and elegant. The problem we face is because my company is dealing more on solid woods, so for those wickers, rattans will not be so strong. So we try to replace it with solid timber. So, but however, the feel is not there finally, and choose back the original design and works to make exactly identical, 100% identical to the designs.
It's actually my first competition that I entered and also got into a finalist, so it was very exciting. I didn't expect it at all. The meetup was very good. Mr. Chu actually helped me a lot with the design, and he also gave a lot of ways to solve my problems actually, so I was quite glad he helped me. Yeah, I feel that my design will stand out because I think glass, rattan and steel is rarely seen in Malaysia when combined together in a furniture. That's why I feel like my one can stand out in that sense.
They doesn't know anything about the competition until I get shortlisted into the top 10. Then I announced to my family, and they were so happy about it. As I know that we already shortlisted for the top 10, so I guess it's already considered as a winner for all the contestants. So by winning the top 3 or not, it doesn't matter anymore. The most important thing is I had learned a lot in this progress.
因为它原料基本上是用藤制的一些用料，我们现在把它改成是木料与那个铁把它完全是改掉了。因为那时我们困扰是说，除了藤之外，我们还可以用其他哪一些东西来代替？因为讲真，我们厂本身在藤这方面呢是不强，而且是非常是有限的，所以我们觉得我们应该如果要把它做成的话，应该是要用其他的原料把它完成才可以。我个人的看法是这样，就是说，好像如果是布布那个布布呢，如果是跑那个 designer concept 的话，它胜算会比较高。如果是那个 Infinity 那个 bench 的是那个，如果跑 commercial line 的话，那个胜算又会比较高。他们其实是2种不一样的 concept 来的。
Surprisingly happy about all the prototypes. I actually inspired from my memory. Since I was young, I followed my mom, went to these markets, and then I saw these things from my childhood. So referring from there, I took these objects and transfer it and do some research and transfer it to the furniture. So it's actually a bubu. They call it bubu. It's orang asli. They use that as a fish trap.
My sitting inspired by 24 Festive Drum is founded by Malaysian Johor. It's a combination of performance and art. I found that this is very interesting because it's a Malaysian Chinese traditional. It's a real Malaysian Chinese traditional, and it could successfully symbolize that Malaysia traditional culture.
它的那个宽度不够宽，那我们改宽了之后，它原本那个支撑的那两只那个支撑的木材，它是有斜位的。 但是它整个那个椅手，我们叫椅手，后背的椅手，包括靠背那个椅手，整个是面积蛮大的，而且很长嘛。那如果我们支撑那2个木材拉得太斜的话，它支撑不住那个重量，所以我们把它改成直的。我觉得它是有创意，不过它的假设不够大胆。所谓假设不够大胆，就是说它会考虑到太多。 客观因素来约束它的设计的理念了。
This is the first time I saw my prototype, and today we have decided the color and the material used for the chair, and also they changed some changes in the design on the second and third draft because due to the material limitation and also the manufacturing process. He's very helpful. Because when I first hand in my first draft, actually it's a quite waste material product. So he gave me some opinions and comments, and he helped me in come up in the further design. This competition actually give me opportunity to expose to the real manufacturer world, the furniture field. As what we learn in our school is just based on the theory and not based on the paper. But after discussion with Mr. John, the manufacturer, actually he let me know more about the material and what process should be used and how a chair is being produced, and what is actually the difficulties. It's not just based on our imaginary or our creativity on when designing something, but also realistic.
One of my lecturer, which is he actually called us to enter this competition because we are actually having this subject furniture design.
So it's quite related to MIFF. So yeah, he encouraged all of us to enter this competition. People in Malaysia actually can adapt different environment. So I want to make my stool, my furniture to be like adapt in different environment as well. So it can be placed anywhere. It can be placed in commercial usage, residential, even outdoor.
主要方面只是在尺寸方面可能会多多少少，因为我们腾的东西就是说没有办法做得到那么准确，年轻有为，然后是很积极，做东西很积极，对产品的要求也是蛮高一些。
And finally, finally get to see my final product, and actually I'm quite satisfied with my final product. Just that the final product haven't really complete yet because I have to deal with the electrical fittings and the lighting fittings. So yeah, I hope my final product will be what that I expected. Mr. Ng is a very friendly guy and very patient. He willing to teach me from the beginning, very beginning of how rattan is made of and how is it weaved together to become the final product. The process, he actually explained it quite detailed, and he got the patience and he leads me quite well in giving all the opinions and stuff so that my furniture can end up pretty good. It's not just because of the aesthetic value, it's also about the ergonomics, the practicality, the functionality. So it's about different perspective and point of view. So it actually gives me a new experience how to design a good furniture and how to give it a meaning and a concept to the furniture as well.
Finally, the presentation is done, and I'm glad that I actually did my best for this one. Yeah.
I'm quite nervous now, but I will try my best. Hope later everything will going smooth.
They like our original idea! I did prepare, but I don't know how I'm going to perform later, so that's another issue.
Well, I believe I have enough confidence to handle this.
The result is very impressive. The prototypes are of very high quality. The designs are very realistic and quite impressive. And they have all done exceptional good work. Both the designers and the factories who make the prototypes, the samples. And hopefully all of this will become real products in the real industry very soon.
They are deemed to be the best prototype maker for the FDC or the Furniture Design Competition. By Lencho Furniture Sdn Bhd, the design ketupat, Enterprise King of Priscilla, Lok Icon. Moving on, prototype by BK Government Enterprise Sdn Bhd. Top 20 receives 10,000 ringgit. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy Cocktail prototype by T&H Stainless Steel Works Sdn Bhd.
Now, very happy because I take the prize. First of all, I want thanks to my parents, my friends, my lecturers, and also the Lenchong manufacturer because do the very good prototype for me. Yeah.
Very excited and very nervous at the same time. Still very nervous because I haven't really calmed down. So yeah, it's quite, I never expected. It's quite an honor to actually have double winner this year. We never thought it would be like that, right? Yeah.
We didn't. Yeah, it was very surprising. We didn't know it was going to be 2 first winners at all. So it was very shocking. I also see other contestants which are really good with their designs. So this was a very tough competition actually. So it was very surprising that we both won.
First, have to treat everyone. Everyone has been saying that. Treat all the finalists. They all work very hard. Everyone work very hard also. And then also the judges. They will say what the winner's gonna treat. So both of us, yeah, we know what to do. We know what to do. Yeah.
And also maybe our manufacturers. Yeah, if not, yeah, definitely our manufacturers. And save the money, I guess. I would like to thank my manufacturer, my Mr. Chu from Supreme for Tropical for guiding me, and T&H for actually doing my prototype. Both of them are actually, I consider them both my manufacturers, and I want to thank them for making it, happen for me. And another is my family, friends, and those who supported. Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank actually my lecturer. It's actually Mr. Water, Mr. CK and Mr. Edwin. They actually guide me through the design process. And also my manufacturer, the DJ Cabinet. He really took effort to actually find the specs for me, do the colours for me. It was not a very easy process. So I also want to thank my friends and family who actually guided me, and also the rest of the finalists. We all really work hard for it, yeah.
Okay, this winner is very hard, and we think the standard of the participant has been increased a lot, and we hope next year will more people, and price is increased a lot, so we think participant will increase, but it's a very good standard for this year, for this FDC, because we think the mark is so close and the design is so good, and we just feel unfair to give everyone without this one, so we say, okay, finally we decide, put to 2, cut to 2.
Young designers, energetic, and I'm glad that they have this experience because MIFF make them a star. Yeah, but at the same time they have to be remembered this is short-lived. They have to work very hard to maintain them as a star. Yeah, it's always difficult because there is no best design in the world. Yeah, everyone have a different preference of design. Some would like this, some would prefer that. So, but nevertheless, as judges, we have to have our open mind, and we have to see through the effort of each designers. It was difficult for sure.